in the electronic side point of view, but also you have to be smooth with the throttle. You have to push to start the group, but
top 6 race pace, but he's got so much work to do coming from 20th on the grid. And then how much rear tyre will he use up trying to fight his way?
Here's your front row then for the 13th round of 2021. With Jorge Lorenzo and Andrea Dovizioso. Jack Miller goes from second, ahead of World Championship leader Fabio Quartararo in third. Keith Zarco heads row 4. He's the only rider that's gone for the medium front tyre. He's on that 4th row with Taka Nakagami. Aragon, lights out, and away we go. Good start from the 2 Ducatis. Look at Martin coming through. Marc Marquez is through from the 2nd row. Back to 3rd. Now there's Marc Marquez straight into attack mode, trying to find a way through quickly on the poleman Pecco Bagnaia, who leads. Good start for Aleix Espargaro. Is up to 4th ahead of Quartararo, and then it's Mir. Yeah, that was just the start that Aleix Espargaro wanted. Somebody was out wide there, coming from the inside at turn 7. Quartararo had the inside line there, down to reverse corkscrew though. No, he gets his white clip on his return to Aragon here today, I'm afraid. He crashed out in Aragon 2 here last year as well, didn't he? So Pecco Bagnaia making the early headway. Did not get the best start, got beaten up a bit. He's down to 8th ahead of Binder, who's made up 3 places already. Yeah, and losing 3 places already. His family will be pleased with that. A couple of places made up already. Yeah, 2 guys that needed a start and a good first lap have had them there exactly what they wanted. Aleix Espargaro, good start as well. He's up into 10th ahead of Bastianini. That was a bit wide. Martin's gone through on Quartararo as well there through turn 40. Now relegated back to 7th. And a pressure from Paul Espargaro. Not seen this really at any point in 2021, have we, Fabio Quartararo? Top 4 or 5. It's Bagnaia who leads here, with Marc Marquez tracking him just behind, getting closer and closer. Jack with Marc Marquez further back. Binder's up to 8th ahead of Paul Espargaro with the Red Bull KTM. It was a good first lap for a couple of the top 10. Nakagami's going the wrong way. And Sammy Zarco, that medium front tyre at the moment, not working out for him back in 30th. Jake Dixon, unfortunately, has crashed out. He made a good start. Gone up a couple of places, but at turn 9 he's grabbed number 2. Pecco Bagnaia, the pole man, that has the advantage. He'll now wind that Ducati up to top gear. Marquez will struggle. Just as been mentioned a lot over the last 24 hours, are all in the top 5. As Binder now goes through on Quartararo, then he's down to 8th, but he's wide. Quartararo in a MotoGP battle. Binder's going to give it back to him on the brakes into the first corner. That's going to be tight. That is tight. That's very close. You're out front. Corona is hot on the heels of Brad Binder as well. He's expecting a top 10 of himself here today. Miller's got his back down to about half a second. Mir at the moment has not been able to show Aleix Espargaro the front wheel of that Suzuki GSXR too early here. They all know how this race might pan out. The latter stages are crucial. Marquez closes right up on Bagnaia on the brake. Are you going in there in 3rd? On board with Marc Marquez. He crashed here early in the weekend on Friday afternoon. And his teammate and your race leader Bagnaia. Quick check up on a few riders further back. Paul Espargaro has dropped down to 12th. Iker Lecuona possibly later on tonight and move to World Superbikes. New adventure beckoning for Iker Lecuona. An outstanding job for him though in 8th by Valentino Rossi. Through turns 8 and 9 around the corner named after Marc Marquez. He's in 2nd. Chase the slender hopes that Johan Zarco had of keeping himself in World Championship contention are disappearing very, very fast indeed. Ducati rider. Groups forming here. Top 3. 3 or 4 to top 6. That's something we've not said at any stage during the season. Yes, lap times aren't that bad. I mean, last lap was a 48. Not that soft rear tyre for those sort of last 7 or 8 laps. That wasn't the issue. He's coming under attack from Iker Lecuona as well. Number 27, the Tech 3K Tech as well. Alex Rins is closing in on a place inside the top 10. He's moved up 8 places to abuse that soft rear tyre to get through. That was always going to be his problem. Starting 20th, he was going to have to work hard and overstress. Maybe that makes 10 and then turn 16 and 17. The left hand side of that rear tyre can overheat. A lot of wheel spin. He said hard to get the edge grip, and then there's a train forming behind. Marc Marquez is still there, and Miller. Aleix Espargaro is still in 4th. Mir, of course, from the opening couple of laps, because nobody really at this stage just wants to get the head down and push and start making aggressive moves, because if you do mind, no one really showing the cards just yet. Yeah, game of chess, isn't it, at the moment? It's the World Championship leader. Fingers and ears for Zarco fans right now. I'm afraid he's just been picked off by Miguel Oliveira, and now he's down into 5th, the medium front tyre, wasn't it? I just wonder whether as well, Steve, he's been talking about a chronic problem with arm pump. I just wonder whether that's obviously the preferred pick, but he can make it work. But it's the front tyre, the arm pump, a combination of the two, it's just not working. Because what's he in 19th and 20th? Can you imagine pitching this scenario at the start of the season in Aragon? Maverick Vinales and Valentino. Now then, these 2 guys out front, are they starting to build a bit of a gap? They are over Jack Miller in 3rd. He's 6 tenths adrift Quartararo, and the two boys out front are starting to make some moves. A 48.1 is a very fast lap indeed from Marc Marquez. Yeah, the man is charging through, as Steve said. It's Lecuona. Fantastic job by him. 7th last time out, set by Morbidelli last year, was Marquez on that last lap. Has he had enough? Is it time to try and have a nibble at Pecco Bagnaia constantly, lap by lap? He comes over the line, sees his pit board, +0, 93. Not raced in close crack. He doesn't look good, but this is a different level. This is high stakes, high pressure. This is MotoGP in a first stone. Crying shame he's lost a ride in MotoGP next year. Agreed. Completely agreed. Look at the time, as ever, not quite. Again, there's just absolutely nothing between their lap times. In fact, on the last lap, Miller and Aleix Espargaro behind them were through turn 3 and 4, up towards turn 5, find a way past the normally unbreakable Pecco Bagnaia. He's been in this position, Matt, a couple of times before, hasn't he, in his encouragement today? Not at all. He wasn't many people's pick for the race victory. He had big doubts himself about fighting for the podium, and those doubts first for the World Championship leader. Bastianini's got a second advantage on Nakagami. He's coming under pressure as well now from Alex Rins. He's so quick through there. And Bastianini now pounces on Quartararo as well. So Quartararo's 10 and Nakagami right Ferraro. This is a good opportunity for his championship rivals. Antoine Mir's lap time here. Oh, wide, look up ahead. Jack Miller, where's he off to? He's almost in Alcaniz. Jack Miller's gone from 3rd. Off-track excursion for the Australian. So through with no effort, Aleix Espargaro just running out of track. Jack Miller, and that last corner. We're looking here at Pecco Bagnaia in the background there. You can see the blue blur. Joan Mir is up into 3rd. Seconds behind Marc Marquez, who's only a couple of tenths behind Bagnaia. There you see.
Just as you can see on the TV, you know how it's playing out. But I've got a feeling it might be more to it. Right at the end, if you haven't managed it well, you won't just lose one single lap, you'll lose a lot.
So massive drops in the past year in that regard. I'm going to keep my eye firmly fixed on that gap between Marc Marquez and Territory. Yeah, Mir did say yesterday it was always going to be in these hot conditions. It feels like it's the hottest we've had all weekend as well. Nini is that last through, but he's a little bit wide. And Quartararo on the cutbacks trying to get back involved. Nakagami's there to pick up the pieces. Should it go wrong? This was he trying to defend the two men behind him. Good battle this. The ninth spot. Briefly held by Fabio. He's got his eyes on Quartararo now. Well, Nakagami's really thinking, look at there, let me have a crack at Fabio. We've tried a couple of times. The Vortex seems to try and near in 3rd. Here comes Bastianini again. Oh, that's close, really close. Almost contact. Meanwhile, the gap's just under 2 tenths. Look at that. Motorcycle. To watch Ray Martins in a spot above it. He's got Ika Lecuona and Brad Binder hungry for 6th place. He takes 3 KTM next year. It's almost like the burden of pressure's been released from Ika Lecuona. He's a transport rider. Why almost this? Yeah, he might be on his way to World Superbike, but he's young enough to make another appearance in Motor. Because they're doing each other no favours at all, are they here? Because while they battle, swap paint and rubber, he's just giving Fabio a rookie victory in his 42nd attempt, and Marc Marquez looking for this record to keep. He's undefeated in the lap in different race. This has been brilliant by these two. Now we're on the lap. This is lap 15, where we've got to keep a very close eye on the deteriorating from this lap onwards. Yeah, they don't look in trouble so far, do they? No. But there's still a little way to get back. Famously, of course, many a tough battle with Andrea Dovizioso. It's the new breed though for Bologna and this Aragon Grand Prix so far. Lap 15 then chalked off. Now it's all about your speed, but more importantly your tyre management round that we ever had here. 2010 Casey Stoner. Ducati have come off second best to Marc Marquez on more than sat behind Pecco Bagnaia now for over 27 minutes of racing action. So he's up. He's now let right off the back. We have the Frenchman again. What's happened to Lecuona? He was 7th a moment ago and he's just dropped down to 10th place. Way too hot then into turn number 8. Oh, that's a shame. Really good ride down. Nothing really to split these two here at the moment. There's no obvious visual sign that either of them are hitting any sort of rear line further back. Again, Mir pretty much matched their time, so no advantage being made there. Black into turn 4.
where Marc Marquez has lost epic last lap battles against a factory Pecco Bagnaia so well, he doesn't really know where he's getting in it, and it's straight scrap either, so this is new territory for both. Hungary to do over the factory Ducati team in a 1-1 battle. Yeah, this is just fascinating in triple lap number 18. There's been nothing more than a couple of attempts splitting these two right from the first corner of the race. Bagnaia can just take a bit of an advantage. Further back, Quartararo, of course, courtesy of Leclerc making a mistake, has come up with any issues with that right shoulder. He felt physically he got the body to right before the race victory. Mistake, Bagnaia nailed a perfect lap to pole yesterday with an all-time lap record. He's been picture perfect. Right now, eats into the gap to the two men up front. Jack Miller's going to be disappointed because he slipped right out of contention. It's difficult to see here, isn't it, as to whether or not Marquez is keeping something in reserve or whether he's being stretched. Turns 8, turns 9. Well, I don't think there's been a lap at all in this Grand Prix where there's been more than those Michelin tyres on that left side now. We're crying for mercy at this stage of the race. We are deep now into the phase of the race where there'll be so many emotions. Marc Marquez, though, does like breaking a heart or two, and he is right on his tail again as they Johann Zarco, a quick check on him, he's dropped down to 17th place now. So Cal Crutchlow no longer in that 17th with a powder Ducati now. Then Marquez really try and get close. Well, of course he'll try and get close into turn 3. Will he be close enough though? Is he waiting? Oh, here he comes, he's making his move. A block pass up the inside, but he goes wide. Bagnaia, here we go then, battling. Grandstand finish here in Motorland Aragon. Marquez then has made his first move. It didn't work out at turn 5. That's some intense pressure here through this famous left-hander, which is named after Marc Marquez. He loves left-handers. So good. So much confidence and trust in that Ducati front end. He keeps Marquez at bay into 12. How is he keeping his concentration? Block pass this time into turn 15, but again on the comeback, here comes Bagnaia. You see what Marquez did there, it just compromised. And 16 and 17 and again, and this time he will be close enough to make another move and maybe lead into turn 1. Is he going to have another look here now into turn 3? Here comes Marc Marquez, he'll line it up, he's got to have the speed here. He does, yeah, he's going for it. On board with Marquez, this time, has he made his thing? No, he hasn't, he's in wide again. Bagnaia slams the door shut on his fingers. This is an intriguing encounter. The Ducati guys building, the tension being ramped up here. There's no way through for Marquez into turn 12. At the moment, Bagnaia's been so good. Dean, he's getting close, he's going to have another look, he's trying to interrupt the ribbon. Another block pass, and it's the same story. Bagnaia goes back through it and turns 15. Marquez went for it. 4 raids on Bagnaia, 4 unsuccessful raids as well. Will he do it when it matters? Here from that factory Ducati. Marquez goes for it on the inside into first corner, punishing that front end on the left side, and he's at half the ball. He does it again into 5. Can he this time around? Do it? No, he can't. Bagnaia's coming back through again. That's over 10. Here it comes down the hill. He's trying Bagnaia. He's making his feet inside his line. He's wide, and that might be it. That might well be it. Is that it? Surely it now. It's Pecco Bagnaia's race. Marc Marquez has thrown everything. The Pecco Bagnaia. We've witnessed a crack here in Aragon. Bagnaia is a MotoGP winner. The Ducati celebrations in there. We dominate. And the World Championship leader Fabio Quartararo has to settle for 8th behind Brad Binder. Wow, what Marquez jousted it out. They tussled wheel to wheel, elbow to elbow, knee to knee for 23 unforgettable. He thought he got through on Pecco Bagnaia, but it's the Italian who takes his first win in an epic. What a way to win your first ever MotoGP race against the 8-time world champion who had 7 shots at you. Got to give huge credit as well to sweet sensation of winning a MotoGP race. He knows the sweet sensation of winning classic nail-biting last lap by that, and when he knows what he's made of now, he knows he's made of tough stuff. Bagnaia under incredible pressure. A cracking race. That was absolutely phenomenal. Look, pretty much the same from helicopter angle. What a time to be going home as well to your home GP in Misano in just 5 days' time. First Ducati win at this track since Casey Stoner in 2010. I think now Italy's first win of the season. He's got Gigi Dall'Igna is constantly drained. He's absolutely, physically and emotionally exhausted. He just came up short. Let's hear from his crew chief, Sandy Hernandez.
Sandy, love to hear what you think of Marc's efforts in that race.
Bagnaia is doing a very good race, but also I'm so happy for him because only
There is absolutely no shame in finishing second in a race like that, and they know Repsol will win that home Grand Prix. Good scenes there, great scenes between the
two top men in that race. See that one because it was just, as we said, a pleasure to watch. Third place for Joan Mir, a very...
Yeah, how do you feel, Sahara Sound, about Joan's efforts today? Yes, expected more, but very good race. Yeah, exciting race. Also, if it didn't also, but I want to congrats Joan now.
Absolutely brilliant ride. The latest Barger, fourth again on the factory Aprilia. This man, Anea Bastianini, on Binder was 7th. Quattararo somehow salvaged an 8th place, but he was 16.5 seconds back. A very difficult day. Oh, Joan Zarco had another disaster. He was 17th. He only just actually beat Aprilia, haven't they, over the years, those two camps. This time again, though, it's Ducati that take the spoils. Fabio Quattararo was happy. It's been cut to 53 by this man. Pekka Bagnaia has moved up to 2nd overall in the World Championship. That was... there will be tears at some point. Steve, 11 months ago here, the guy could barely stay on the bike. He was absolutely shocking. He was one up on to the podium for just the 2nd time in his comeback season. But Simon Crafar put it perfectly. It was, but that does not come close to telling you anything like the full story of that incredible 23-lap battle. The constructor prop on the top 7 of the podium, of course, he was influential in Casey Stoner's 2 MotoGP world titles. He would have seen Casey Stoner take the Ducati's only win here in MotoGP, the 24-year-old Spaniard. Another great, hard-fought podium for the factory Suzuki man. 136th career podium. He's 97th in the Premier Class as he edges towards the full century. And his first win in MotoGP, his 11th in the World Championship. Pecco was perfect.